Hey, what's up, guys? It's Starkey here with Kingdom on Wall Street. Listen, I was just chilling, right now in my office, and I'm sorry if it's so dark in here. The light switch is in another room, and I'm a little too lazy to go and turn on the bright light. But I was just sitting here watching some YouTube videos, and I ran across a YouTube video that is from the president of Moderna. I'm not sure if any of you have seen that or not, but it kind of like goes back to the dream that I had, and I posted back in March. I'll leave a link to that. But the more I'm listening to the news and kind of following, the whole COVID-19 deal, and the vaccine deal, the more I am realizing that, that God actually gave me that dream. And, just as a heads up, for not only myself, but for all of us and for anybody who I can actually, reach with that information. So I know that in part of the dream, and like I said, I'll post a link to it so you guys can listen to it. But in part of the dream, I talked about how I felt like I had become dependent upon the vaccine, and how I felt like I needed to keep taking it. And so here in the video that I found from the Moderna president, he's pretty much stating that, like, he's pretty much saying that that's exactly what it's going to take, moving forward, possibly talking about every year. So I recorded that video for you guys, and I want you guys to see it. So anyway, just stay tuned and let me know what you guys think. Comment down in the comment section, and yeah, let's go from there. Thanks again for watching, and here you go.
The key scientific question we're all wrestling with right now, which isn't how the vaccines are doing today. It's how are they going to do this winter? 3 months from now, when we would expect there to be an increase in cases as people go traveling for the holidays and come together. And there's only one way we can look into the future a year out from when most of us have been vaccinated. And that's in our phase 3 trials, where many people were vaccinated over a year ago. And that's the data that you just described that shows a significant increase in the number of COVID-19 cases for those who were vaccinated over a year ago when you compare them against somebody vaccinated just 6-8 months ago. And that's where we think most Americans will be towards the end of this year as we get into the winter season. If you extrapolate the number of breakthrough cases that are resulting from waning immunity into the broader U.S. population of folks who've received our vaccine, it actually is almost 600,000 incremental cases of COVID-19 that we'd expect to emerge over just the next 3-4 months. So quite a large number of people. It's important to note that there's a higher risk for those who are older and those who have comorbidities. And so while we do see breakthrough cases across the entire adult population, and we ultimately do think there's a benefit to boosters for the whole adult population, it's clear the need is most acute in those over the age of 65 or those who have diabetes, obesity, or chronic pulmonary diseases, other things that put them at high risk of severe disease if they ever did get COVID-19. There is a lot of precedent in vaccinology that shows that a third dose, 6 months after you've received your primary series, really is what's needed to lock in long-term protection. Many of the vaccines we receive as children have that feature, as well as some of the ones we receive now as adolescents. And so there's every reason to expect that this could be similar, and that by giving a third dose sometime 6 or 12 months after you've received your primary vaccine, that we'll get really long-term protection for the majority of adults. Maybe not all, maybe high-risk people will still need a regular booster. But that's certainly the hope. The challenge is that we won't know until we provide that third dose booster and really follow people out for 6 or 12 months and see whether or not immunity is actually holding up, when it's not waning anymore after that third dose. And so it's one of the situations that we've been in multiple times over the past year where we need to follow the data and the science, but we do need to take action ahead of the virus and ahead of really knowing what that long-term benefit will be. I think the reason we should be doing boosters, even not knowing whether it's a third and done or that this will be something we have to get used to annually, is that we know, based on the phase 3 data that we released today, that there's a benefit for this fall and winter.
All right, guys. So there you have it. I'm not gonna say too much about it. You guys heard the man, but I just thought I'd, push it out there, just in case you guys haven't heard anything about it. Anyway, if you're new to this channel, just like, share, comment, and subscribe. And click the bell so that you can get notifications and so on and so forth. If you're not familiar, I actually have a vintage shop located at 114 North Hill Street in Griffin, Georgia. You can feel free to stop by and shop with us. If you are a Christian who has a business, which is very important right now, you can list your business for free at www.manadirectories.com. We're trying to get to the point of, Christians knowing where to go and shop, especially considering the, the times that are to come ahead. Again, my name is Starkey with Kingdom on Wall Street. Thank you so much for watching and have a great Sunday.